Hey guys, my name is Matthew Chidrawi, and I'm here to answer a few questions today and give you some advice. To start off with, so I've just recently graduated at wits. What do I want to be remembered by when I die? So my aim is to use my career, my knowledge, my personality to make a real difference in this world. I think it's so easy to do things that suit our own self-need and not consider, the people around us, the environment, the economy. I can guarantee you that you will not be remembered by your own quality or standard of life that you lived. You'll be remembered by the service you did and gave to others. It is simple as that. You need to make a difference in this world.
How does it feel to be a wits graduate? Wow, it's a big relief. Obviously, it's amazing and it's a real exciting feeling. But for me, it's just the biggest relief. No one can really put into words and give justice to all the hours, the endless hours you spend studying. You can't explain that to anyone else, especially those that aren't going through, the same thing as you, people from a different university or doing a different degree. It's just a massive feeling of relief because, as I said, you put so much time, so much effort into it that when you finally get through and your hard work pays off, it's just there's no feeling in the world that is like the relief that you feel when you see that you pass. What advice would I give to a first year student? Guys, go out and have fun. You will obviously need to pass and do all the studying and that, but when you get to third and fourth year, you won't have the time to go out and have as much fun as you will be able to in first year and second year. I think you need to live as a university student. You can't just study, and I think you will get the most time to make those friends that you will keep in your life forever, and you'll have the chance to make those memories when you are in first year and second year, and when you have the time, and that will help you get through the harder and tougher periods in third and fourth year where you need that support. And if you don't make those friends, you're not going to have that support system when the going gets tough. And my advice to current students would be that just keep pushing. Guys, there's gonna be multiple times in your year where you question whether this is worth it, whether you're able to keep on going. There's a lot of doubt that comes in with studying and with getting your degree. And if it was easy, anyone would have it, anyone would do it. And wits pushes you to the limit. Let me not lie. We all know wits, they really test you. And I feel a lot stronger and more capable coming out of wits with a degree because I know that it's prepared me for some of the bigger challenges that life has to offer. So just keep on pushing, guys. I promise you, hard work always pays off. What helped me get to graduation? So if I think of the things, right, for my friends, you need a support system in place, whether it's your friends, your family. You cannot do this alone. It would make it so much harder. You need people who understand what you're going through and who will support you and be there for you, just like if you need a chat. That's the first thing. The second thing, you need a grind. Guys, you cannot get through your work if you don't put in the hours. It's tough. But as I said in the previous video, if it was easy, everybody would be able to get it. You need to work hard. I promise you, you may not be the smartest person, but if you work hard and relentlessly, you will get it eventually. I promise you. And the third thing, if I can advise, you need to hustle. You need to hustle. You need to speak to your lecturers. You need to email them. You need to, speak to people that it can help you. You need to work your way up into the structures that can help you pass. And I think that's a big asset if you're able to make those connections. Challenging part of the degree was, I would say it was the consistency you were required to have if you wanted to do well or just pass. Because in most degrees you need to work consistently, and you cannot just like do a few hours here and there. And it's long hours, because you'll do your lectures, right? And that's like on its own a good few hours. Then after you have to do your TAPs, then you do a bit of studying. You have to, it's repetition, it's consistency, and that was what was so difficult, is you could barely have any off days if you wanted to succeed. If I had to go back to first year, what would I have done differently? I probably would have studied more. I messed around so much in first year, and luckily I got through, but a lot of my friends didn't. So I think it was a matter of luck for me. And like, as I said, as much as you need to have fun in first year, you also need to make sure that your academics are up to scratch. So I definitely would have studied harder, and my marks would have been better. Have I ever failed a test or exam, and how did I bounce back? I failed in my final year, probably more tests than I passed, and I still made it through. And I cannot explain to anyone how demoralizing it is to consistently keep on working at a subject and keep on failing. No one will ever be able to tell you how demoralizing as a human being that is, because when you put every ounce of effort into something and it yields no rewards, you feel horrible, you feel worthless, and that is exactly how I felt. But I turned to things like music, I turned to things like movies, and I went to the gym and I spoke to friends, and I was able to, as many times as I got knocked down, I just kept on getting back up. And I know that is a cliche, but it is so important. Your strength is not defined by how many times you get knocked down. The strongest of people get knocked down. It is defined by how many times you get back up. To those students now, pretty much everyone that is going through this pandemic online with their studies, my advice is to try and still go into the university if you can consult with the lecturer in their office. If you cannot, or you do not want to, make the effort to consult online, to email them questions. Just because you cannot see your lecturers or tutors like physically, you need to still find a way to keep in touch with them, because you are going to run into a problem at some point, and you need to just find an alternative solution. You have to be able to adapt to adverse situations in your life if you want to be able to succeed. What often helped me persevere and be consistent was turning to things like music or movies or quotes, just reading quotes, things that will boost you, give you, increase your morale, because it's so easy to just get, to feel down after just studying the whole time and all the difficulty with the work, and you get confused, and trust me guys, I know exactly what it is. But things like movies, music, it will really, really help you guys get a boost. And also working out, playing sport, that is just, it releases endorphins. It's a really good way to take your mind off things and just feel like you've actually achieved something. Because when you have a good workout session, when you have a good game of sport, you feel good. You genuinely feel good, and it will give you a boost going into your studying afterwards. So now for me, I finished my Bachelor of Accounting Science undergrad, and then the postgraduate diploma in Accountancy. And so I have 3 years of my articles now. I'm working with Deloitte this year. It'll be a new chapter in my life. I'll definitely miss all my witsy friends. I can't explain how amazing the people in my life that I met at university are. That's why I encourage each and every single one of you to make those connections, to find those friends, because they will get you through. They were one of the sole reasons that I was able to pass. I'm so grateful for them, but I'll miss them. But this year now I'll start my articles, 3 years with Deloitte, and then I'll be a chartered accountant, CASA baby.